What's up, you guys? It is day number 4 of the business class. So let's dive right into it. I hope you had an opportunity and a chance to review the content and the information that was presented to you guys the first, second, and third day. But let's go into the fourth day. One thing that you seriously want to take into consideration, you definitely want to do, is count up the costs. Your cost of your operations, how much stuff would be just to have the business running. For example, you want to make sure you have the proper suppliers. You want to make sure you have the proper connections. Do you need to participate and go to trade shows? Different stuff like that. For instance, if you have a cleaning business, you want to get in contact with someone that supplies cleaning products, but do it business to business sales. So when you do in business to business, there's a discounted rate, aka wholesale. There's a discounted rate that you pay compared to a regular consumer, because this is not retail. This is business to business. And so, and when you're doing business with, when you're building and you establish business to business relationship, it continues to go. So, if you treat me well, I'm going to continue for us to continue to do business together, And so you want to count up the cost of how much it would cost to have this thing operating. And once you have count up the cost, and I'm not just talking about just like a general number, break down every detail, everything that you would have to possibly buy. Everything down to toilet paper, forks, spoons, all of that. Well, depending on your business. You want to break down every single cost, everything that you could possibly think of that you would have to invest in, that you have to buy in regards to your business. Once you break down the actual cost of every single thing that you have, then you would pick an item, do your research on it, and figure out who can offer you the best price in regards to this specific item. So you shouldn't just go ahead and just buy everything with one business and with one business that you're buying the stuff from. You shouldn't just go to them and just buy everything. No, compare your prices, because cents add up to dollars. So, something might be like $1 difference. But if you're buying 100 of these things over the course of like a year, that adds up. Even if it's like 100, if it's like $1 difference compared to something else, that's $100 that just went in trash. Okay, but we're just talking about one item. Now let's talk about 10 different items. That's 10 different items. There was like $1 difference on 10 different items, and you probably ordered like 100 of those, each of those items a year. Okay, that's just $1,000 that you just missed out on just because you simply didn't do your research. So you definitely want to go in and do your research in regards to products and tools and stuff that you would need, and break down the cost and start building over those relationships. And also, whatever price that is thrown at you the first time, don't take it. Negotiate. I can't say I do get pleasure in negotiating, especially when it comes to business. You have to negotiate the price. Just because somebody had threw it out there, for instance, you're opening up a clothing store and you want your logo on your bags. Okay. Yeah, I want my logo on my bags. Well, we're going to charge you $2 per bag. What? Okay. And you always want to go in completely low too. So don't, for instance, we're still going to use the retail bag. If he's charging me $2 for a retail bag, I'm not going to go in and be like, oh, well, can you charge me $1.90? No. Go super low. Okay, well, can you do it for 50 cents? Okay, more than likely, they're not going to take it. But he would come significantly down compared to if you was to go in super high, like, oh, well, can you charge me $1.90? No, I'm gonna keep it this price. Or no, I'm gonna charge you $1.98 or something like that. No. So because the difference in the price, and because you went so low, he's more than likely to come down more versus you offering high, and versus you, the price is here and you coming in here, you know, he can try to, you know, like, it's not a lot of wiggle room. But if you come in here, you're like, dang, okay. And you know, and he can come and meet you probably like right here, versus if you would have just stayed right here and kept that offer at $190. So you definitely want to go in haggling. Sample products too. Sample the materials and stuff that you would need, because quality is everything. Nobody wants trash. And so you can ask the carriers and different businesses that you have to use in regards to your brand. You can ask them for samples, and don't be scared to tell them, you know, hey, I don't want to pay for a sample. If this product is good, I will continue to do business with you. You can ask for a free sample, but in most worst case scenario, they'll probably ask you to pay like shipping on something or whatnot. So you want to get a good quality product that you're using, and you also want to test it before you actually fully, you know, indulge in it and spend, you know, a large significant amount of money or any kind of money with a product. Any brand or any business that I use for the first time, I don't jump out there and spend not even $500 on an order I never placed with you. Let me order something small, see how you do, see how your timing is, because if I need this right away, how quick are you gonna get this to me, you know? So actions speak louder than words, because they can tell you anything, but I would like to know, how long is it gonna take for this product to get here? How well are you responding to my questions and my answers? And am I getting this in a timely manner? All of those things you definitely want to keep into consideration. I would say come up with a budget chart, a chart that has the list of everything that you would need, all the prices, and where you would get that stuff from. So at your appointed time, when you need to start, like making moves and doing things, hey, you already had a list of everything that you already was going to need. So when it's time to actually use those resources that you had your research on, now you can refer back to it, and you're not running around like with a chicken with its head cut off, because you were prepared for the moment. So that might be our word for tonight: being prepared for the moment. Count up the costs. You are the boss, so you need to know what numbers look like. Numbers are important, and numbers are super, super important. Like, you can't be nonchalant when it comes to numbers, because the cost of something versus what you're selling it for and the profit that you actually made off of it makes a huge, huge, huge difference. So you definitely, you definitely want to count up the costs. Alrighty, you guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this information. If you have any questions or anything, please feel free to reach out to me at info@themillionaire.com. I recommend going to like trade shows that relate to your specific brand, your specific entity that you deal with. Go to trade shows, participate in like different activities in the community, and be familiar and associated with the business aspect of your business. And I'm not just talking about doing business, but networking, being familiar with certain terms and languages in regards to your business.